Today we're going to go over our 5-minute push-up density. So this one is very simple and straightforward. It's 5 minutes performing as many hand release push-ups as you can. And your score is just your number of reps. So for this, we really want to make sure a couple of different things. The first is that people are in a push-up version that's going to support their progress. So for many folks, that's going to be the full regular version of the hand release push-up. But if people are not there yet, we want to make sure that we're using our push-up progressions, our tools to be able to scale folks to eventually do 5 minutes worth of push-ups. That could be maybe an elevated push-up, it could be a band-supported push-up. Always check the coach's notes that day, and of course, use your knowledge as a coach to figure out what the best version for that person is. So we're going to operate under the assumption that this person can do 5 minutes worth of full push-ups. So in that vein, Ashley, go ahead and hop down. So for hand release, guys, remember the hands are gonna pop off at the bottom, so just start doing a few reps, Ashley. So her hands are gonna come up. Notice that her gaze stays down as she's doing these. The elbows stay in tight. And then the hips right here, they don't sag. So go ahead and rest for a second. So why don't you do a few with that kind of like burpee position where the chest is flared up and the hips are sagging. So this is what we wanna avoid right here. This will be the #1 offender that you see by far. These are not push-up reps. So when somebody's doing this, you wanna come in and intervene immediately. Stop their reps, say, hang on one second, Ashley, I wanna correct these for you. So go ahead and do a rep just like you did. So when you're at this top position, I want you to feel like this. So I'm pushing her shoulder down, pulling her hip up. That's where you wanna be. Think about pulling your belly button towards your ribs, almost like you're in a hollow position. Try to maintain that as best you can. Go ahead. So nice strong core on the way up. Think about pulling those ribs to the hips. Everything stays in nice and tight. Good. Go ahead and rest for a second, Ashley. So that's gonna be the upper body, what we're looking for from a coaching perspective on that. From the lower body, a couple of different things that can help folks get a better output as well. So go ahead and drop down. So go ahead and like keep your knees maybe bent, kind of saggy, like feel like you're not really getting too much from your lower body. So this is one we'll see too. There's so much passiveness in the legs here. Now when the lower half isn't activated, it's just gonna make it harder for that upper body. So always make sure those knees are locked out. Cue members to squeeze their glutes even when they're doing push-ups. Go ahead. That's gonna make everything else in the chain a lot tighter, and it's gonna make it more stable to move for reps. So you can go ahead and pop up, Ashley. So for this, you can stand. So for this, we're always gonna be partnered up. We're gonna have somebody counting our reps. So as the coach, that's what you're going around looking for, that complete range of motion, and of course, that they're on the best version for themselves in this challenge. So if somebody is in between, maybe they can do a few full push-ups, maybe they're doing modified push-ups. As far as how they're tracking, this is one where we always want to track the full amount of push-ups that we do. Of course, if somebody is not there yet and they're on the supported version or they're on a modified version, they can track that on their own as well. But for the sake of the app version, we always want to see the full regular version go into the app so we can know where everybody stands on that. And that's it. It's a fun one. 5 minutes, upper body relative strength. Pretty simple and straightforward.